I mentioned something day before yesterday on the telephone when we talked, and you hadn't heard about it. And I wish that we had been recording then to get your reaction, because you're like, what? What? I live here in New Jersey. I didn't know about this. I told you, have you researched the exploding ring match that Onita had in your Garden State there yet, or
I have
are
not.
you still ignorant of this?
I'm still ignorant of this, and for the record, I think us here in northern New Jersey don't really have too much to do with whatever happens on the fields wherever this was. I have no idea what happened or where it happened.
Okay, Jen, just for the majority of people listening now that don't know what the fuck happened, one of the garbage wrestling promotions paid Atsushi Onita, star of the FMW episode of Dark Side of the Ring, the Onita, I knew him as Mr. Onita, to come over to the United States, to New Jersey, and have an exploding ring match in a field in New Jersey somewhere with one of the garbage deathmatch wrestlers that apparently came out of retirement for this honor, because they'd been supposed to have it at some point before. They did have it. Remember a couple of years ago, Brian, the last time somebody was stupid enough to pay Onita to come over here and have one of these fucking fiascos, it turned into a 6-man. Onita made it turn into a 6-man and changed the booking or whatever, and they didn't get to have the single match that they had. It was a big drama. Well, this long-awaited singles match between this garbage wrestler and Mr. Onita finally took place, and the garbage wrestler came out of retirement for this honor to get in the ring with his idol, his hero. And among the things that was done to this fellow, and you're never going to believe this in a million years, Brian, I know you will accuse me of lying. This is completely preposterous, what I'm about to say, but I saw a picture of the garbage wrestler, and you'll never believe it. He's fat and bald.
Well, that appears to be kind of the look for a lot of the guys who do the, trying to think of a word other than garbage wrestling. The garbage wrestling,
Yes, Yes, I know. I was being facetious. There. So the fat, bald garbage guy, what Onita did to him was he hit him in the head with an exploding bat. They set the canvas on fire, I guess, and rolled around in that. And apparently he also had the guy take a bump onto they did the boards on the outside of the ring like they did in Japan 20 years ago or whatever, where when you fall on those, the big explosion goes off. And then they shot fireworks off all over the place, and the whole thing was enveloped in a cloud of smoke. A cloud of smoke. Guess how many people they drew?
I don't know. I just want to say I did look it up. I don't see the crowd attendance here, but it was in Trenton, New Jersey. That is the state capital.
That's the state capital?
That's the state capital.
Well, but it's still New Jersey, so that's like being the nicest guy in prison.
How many people? This was on a field in Trenton, the Trenton Thunder Ballpark. So that's a ballpark.
It was actually a real. I thought they just had it in a field like they have the other garbage wrestling up there.
According to this article from Wrestling Inc., it was the Destiny event for H2O Wrestling. Why would they call their wrestling company that? At Trenton, the guy was just lit on fire. The name of the company's H2O Wrestling? Water Wrestling? It was at the Trenton Thunder Ballpark in Trenton, New Jersey.
Maybe they should have called it Rock, Paper, Scissors Wrestling. They drew 300 people for this exhibition, and apparently the fat, bald garbage guy was so thrilled that he got to have all this done to him by his idol, Onita, that it wasn't until at least 5 or 10 minutes after the match was over with that he realized that he was in tremendous pain and had to be transported immediately to the hospital, to the burn ward, where he is still there and has been there for at least a week. He went for 300 people at a fucking ball field in Trenton. And what do you think this guy, the hospital, right? They've got people who's been in house fires. They've got people been in car wrecks. Come to the burn ward, right? They've got children and have had horrible accidents, whatever the case. And here comes this stupid fucking fat guy. And they said, how did you get these burns over such a large percentage of your body, kind sir? And he says, well, me and my friends got together and raised enough money to pay this 62-year-old Japanese guy who used to be a wrestler and then he was a politician, but now he just fucking blows shit up at a fruit and vegetable market to fly over here and blow me the fuck up. That's how it happened. What do you think that hospital said?
I don't know. I always wonder what doctors and nurses and hospitals say when some of these wrestlers come in with some of these bizarre injuries, like, my artery was severed by a fluorescent light tube. I don't know what they say.
Yeah, I mean, I think there should come a point, especially during a pandemic, where hospitals are allowed to turn patients away from the emergency room on the basis of, you stupid fuck, this is your own fault, you should have known. They ought to, the Mama Cornette rule. Well, Jimmy, you should have known. Should have known what was going to happen. My cousin Larry started taking karate lessons, Taekwondo, back in the early 70s when all the karate movies started coming out. And he actually got a black belt. And then he got a pair of nunchucks, real nunchucks. And he brings them home one day, and my mother says, Larry, you're going to split your head open with those. It wasn't a week. And he got to where he could do them pretty good, but it wasn't a week later, and he wasn't even doing them. He went to fucking take them out of his little sports car he had to show a friend of his brand new set of nunchucks. And as he pulled it, it got stuck in between the seats, and he jerked it, and the chain it popped right under the door and hit him right in the head and laid his head open. And there he's fucking leading, he's juiced like fucking Tommy Rich in the Omni, right? And he goes to the screen door of the kitchen and he knocks on the door. He's calling for my mom because he don't want to come in and bleed all over the floor, right? But he needs a towel. And she comes around the corner and looks at him drenched in blood and broke out laughing, just blew snot laughing at him. Ha ha, Larry, I told you. You should have known better. Then she got him a towel.
Is that the same cousin that you said, was it that he farted on you, then you puked on him?
No, that was Richard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Larry's farts were not that bad. It was something to do with a different digestive tract. I don't know. But anyway, but yeah, some of these hospitals ought to be able to say, well, we need to turn you away because we've got a pandemic going on. We got people that need assistance, and you just did this to yourself for no good reason on purpose. And you should have known. So here's a Band-Aid and some mercurochrome. Go figure it out. Anyway, I'll tell you, and the thing is, Brian, these days, with the advances in modern technology and the way that things have been developed and invented, you can take care of a lot of your medical needs right in your own home.
Right in my own home you're talking about?
Right. Well, anybody's own it. Your own home, my own home, anybody's own home, unless you're living in a home that's someone else's, and then it's not your own home. But even then, you could do medical care to yourself in someone else's home.
I don't understand.
Clean up after.
What do you mean? What can I do?
Well, for one thing, we've talked about our bad backs. I had the bad back in August, hurt myself. You've had the bad back. Well, our friends at Home Medics, our brand new sponsors, we just talked about them on the Drive-Thru a few days ago. Our friends at Home Medics have amazing equipment to help you keep your back and your feet in perfect condition and feeling better. And if something's annoying you like body pain and soreness and sore feet or whatever, well, the folks at Home Medics can fix it. Home Medics is a Detroit family founded Home Medics in 1987. As we mentioned, it was Frank and Beulah Ho. And Home Medics was founded to help make people's lives better. And today they're the established leader in wellness and home health innovations backed by traditional wisdom and modern technology. And they've got an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, so they are a brand that you can rely on. They're very, very trustworthy, Brian, the folks at home. And by the way, it's not Ho Medics like it's written, because then that would be, as we've mentioned, medical care for people of ill repute. This is
No. It would be the
that's not
opposite.
saying.
It would be the opposite, I think. I think it would be like if The Godfather started a medical service, Homedics would be if he had his hose being the nurses.
Well, and there's something to be said for that. We'll explore at a later date because, as we've mentioned, limping ain't easy. But anyway, if your back's been bothering you or your feet have been bothering you, they've got the foot massagers. They've got a whole line of massage products. They've got a massage gun with built-in hot and cold technology, a massage cushion for your back that lets you lie down or sit up depending on what you need. They've got the 3-in-1 foot massager. It's like a spaceship-looking thing with holes that you stick your feet in, and it kneads your feet and massages your feet and squeezes your feet, and you can heat your feet and vibrate your feet, and sometimes it won't let your feet go until you say the aforementioned approved safe word that you've registered with the folks at Homedics when you get this equipment.
You will be able to get your
feet out of there.
No. You will be able to get your feet in and out of this with ease, and it will also massage your feet and make them feel great.
Yes, with ease, or whatever safe word you want. If ease is the safe word you want to register, then that's fine. And also on this massage cushion, when you're massaging your back, boy, howdy, I'll tell you what, you can put it on the floor and lay down. I plugged it into a wall outlet that has one of those dimmer switches on it. So I was able to turn this thing up to the point where it vibrated me. I lost 6 fillings out of my teeth and brought some of the nails up out of the floorboards. This thing has some power, boy.
It is a safe vibration.
It's a safe vibration. Something like, well, if you ever saw the movie Earthquake that had sense around it in the theaters where you were just, oh my God, but just watch it. If you got anything hanging on the walls, folks, try to take pictures off the walls and put the china away before you plug this thing in. But your back has never felt better. It addresses pain points from head to toe, all these different massagers that they've got at Homedics. And all you need to do is go to Homedics, and I'm going to spell this, HOMEDICS, homedics.com. Whether you're dealing with chronic pain or just looking to help your muscles recover from a workout, there's good news for you, because if you go to homedics.com/JCE and use the promo code JCE, you're going to receive a free portable phone sanitizer when you buy $100 or more in massage products, and that's a $60 value that they're just willy-nilly just throwing your way. Homedics.com/JCE. Use the promo code JCE for your free portable phone sanitizer. Now, again, I asked the question I asked the other day. Is this a free item that is portable and sanitizes phones, or it's a free item that's a sanitizer for portable phones? In other words, is the sanitizer portable, or does the phone need to be portable? Or can you just put both of them anywhere you want them?
I don't have any answers to these questions, but they are indeed questions.
Yes, there are questions, and questions without answers just bring up more questions. So, folks, once again, the massagers, they're so powerful, they'll loosen the muscles in your legs and lower back. They'll disconnect several of them, so you won't have to worry about them anymore.
Your legs will be safe with this product.
Yes, you'll never need them again. You won't even need to use them.
Oh, Christ.
It'll make you feel so good. Boy, I'll tell you what, as far as vibrating goes, this will beat the Diddlator Mach 3 any day of the week. Anyway, folks, homedics.com/JCE, promo code JCE. Tell Frank and Beulah Ho that we sent you.